moment, Nigerians will be deciding the fate of this country. Well, for the next 4 years. Thank you very much. On the 16th of February 2019 will be the presidential election and also the National Assembly election. Talk about the lower chamber and also the upper chamber. My name is Michael Oni. You're welcome. And to this morning, we will be talking about a particular political group, a political pressure group. Anyways, I'm being joined by my friend and also my colleague, Samson Eze. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Michael. Well, it's 7 days, just a week to that moment that Nigerians have been waiting for. Well, this morning on Politics Right Now, we're talking about good governance. And we have members of a project for good governance in Abia State, Nigeria, and all that. Well, it's all about good governance. And the team, they are right here in the studio to talk about their affairs as it relates to Abia State and Nigeria. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Joining us is the Honorable Prince Kalu. He is a former local government legislator in Abia State. Good to have you in our studios, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We equally have Honorable Chris Ebu. He's the state coordinator, Project for Good Governance. Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you.
And then last, the other person,
but not the least, Honorable Kelvin Ejikeme, the PR Abia State chapter of this particular group, Project for Good Governance. So good morning to you.
Thank you, my people.
All right. And I think we need to begin with what your group stands for. What is the group about? What exactly is the Project for Good Governance?
Okay, let's have the state coordinator set the pace here. Honorable Chris Ebu, what do you represent? Project for Good Governance. You called it a political pressure group before we started. So just tell us what you represent.
Okay, thank you, the moderator. As the name implies, we are talking about good governance. You know, the essence of government is to deliver good governance to the people, to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. That is the essence of every government. As we are practicing in Nigeria today, we are practicing democracy. The essence of the government today is to secure the lives of the people, the properties of the people, to see to the well-being, the overall well-being of the people. And what our pressure group stands for is to see that the government in Nigeria are being checkmated to deliver good governance.
Okay, when you say to deliver a good governance, I think I should direct this to the Southeast coordinator of the group. Good governance. How have you been able to achieve this?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. See, before you could be able to achieve good governance, you need to put right people in the government affairs.
Okay.
Like I told you, I once letter in Abia State here. It is on record in my place where I represented that I was able to give the letter I have to my people. But in the system, not only this project is particularly based on saying no to cabals. Because for you to be able to deliver dividend of democracy, number one, you have to be independent. You have to be focused. You have to know what people need. You have to be a good listener to the people. But in a situation whereby you do not understand that every government office is for the people. When you are being elected in any political position, you are there to serve the masses. The position you are is not your private entrepreneur, it's not your private enterprise. When you start to understand what mandate is all about, I assure you, you will deliver the dividend of democracy. But we stand from federal down to this place in Abia. We are saying no to some certain elements
Okay,
of cabals.
no
in
to what
Abia.
exactly? Because when you talk about a political pressure group, as it stands now, as the political scene in Nigeria stands now, what comes to mind is the fact that these are pressure groups sponsored by some political cabals, so to say, and at the end of the day, they come out to endorse some particular candidate in a particular group. Is that what your group stands
I
for?
thank you so much. If you read about my history as an Abia man, by the grace of God, I'm doing very well in my civil engineer. I'm the owner of Prince Will Building Construction. As I'm speaking to you now, I have the project being given to me by the River State, which I'm doing. This, my colleagues, is into painting. This one is electrical engineer. And our boss, who is our leader, Say No to Cabal, is also a man that is independent.
Who is he?
Is Honorable Udensi. He's a business mogul. He has oil servicing company in Australia.
Udensi.
Nnamdi Udensi.
Okay, Nnamdi
so
Udensi.
he's not vying for any election. He's not doing it for anybody. But he wants the people of Abia to make sure that they voted rightly.
All right, let's go straight to Honorable Calvin Ejikemi Samson.
Okay, let me ask the PRO now. What are those gaps, those lapses that you noticed, and then those things you saw that represented signs of bad governance, or misappropriation, or probably what the leaders were supposed to do that they failed to do, that made you come up with this group to bridge the gap?
Well, Mr. Moderator, thank you for this question. To me, even in the scriptures, there are cabals. I want to quote in parentheses based on the topic, say no to cabal. Even in the scripture, there are cabals. That was why even when God wanted to create man, he said, let us create man in our own image. That means he's calling on his cabal. But the problem is that whatever comes to Africa, in fact, it seems that is vampire. In the Western world, there are cabals. The whole world, there are cabals. Even in the scripture, in the New Testament, when, what do we call him, Jesus, in his discipleship, he has cabal. That was why even Mary, the mother of James and John, said, please, I want one of my sons to be at your left and your right in your kingdom. Jesus had his own cabal, but even Mary wanted Jesus to have her own children around her as their cabal, and his own personal cabal. But Jesus, in his ministration, managed it in his own wisdom. Right here in Nigeria, there are cabals. In Africa, generally, there are cabals. But all we are saying, we have to resist those vampire cabals that are making dry the economy of Nigeria and Abia State.
All right, let's trim it down to Abia State. What exactly have you done? Like the name of your group is Project for Good Governance. What have you been able to achieve in terms of good governance, fighting for good governance in Abia State, especially as your motto stands, say no to cabal?
Thank you. Down here in Abia State, we have been organizing seminars, workshop. Last time we organized a seminar for the legislators, the local government legislators in Abia State, to educate them on what their work, their mandate, why they were elected at that very level of government. We also had a seminar also for the youths, because the season we are in now, the youths are being misused. The energy of the youths are being taken advantage of. So we have organized a seminar for the youths, telling the youths how to channel and use their energy at this very point that we have just 7 days to the election. But the seminar had come about 3 months ago. We have also organized another seminar for the women, because the women, the population of the women and the population reflects in election. So we have organized a seminar for the women, educating them and telling them the right thing to do as it pertains to this election. And we will be rounding it up with a rally here in Abia State, though the organization, the pressure group is still trying to put up a date,
Okay.
which will be communicated later.
Okay, Prince Carlo, you are the Southeast coordinator of this group, Project for Good Governance.
Yes.
Every politics, they say, is local, and we are in Abia State at the moment.
Yes.
Tell us the impact or the negative effects of these cabals that you're talking about right here.
Like I said, even in this office, as you have cabals here.
Really?
And you know, your cabals might not be vampire cabal, but you have cabals.
Now, well, the cabals.
See, in any organization where you have vampire cabals, those organizations will be ripped off until those cabals being checkmate. So the purpose of establishing this say no to cabals is to checkmate some certain things, more especially in this place.
So do we have it in Abia State? We're talking about good governance here.
My brother, you have been working in Abia. You live in Abia State here. Are you getting me? If you say that if there is no cabal in Abia, that is meaning you are a novice.
No, we want to hear from you.
Are you getting me?
Do we have cabals in Abia State?
Even we have cabals.
Okay.
We have cabals. You might be one of the cabals we are talking about. Are you getting me? See, a cabals we are talking about, even in this office, maybe you're in charge of something.
This is serious. My question here is this.
You are in charge of
If we have
something.
these
You
cabals,
cannot allow the next person to get it. You still give it to your brother.
What do you
Are you
think?
getting me? But what we are saying, we'll need a person without cabal. And the day, if you want to experience what we are going to do, we are all our men from all over Nigeria. They will storm Abia. You hear the word. This is not a political or a psychological thing. Are you getting me? We are saying no to this thing, even in the federal level.
Okay, let's go.
Hold on. In critical terms, I really wanted to find out from you what you have seen, maybe in the selection of leadership or in the distribution of amenities and opportunities in this state. How has the presence of these so-called cabals, according to you, influenced the scheme of things?
My brother, you are not from Abia, but I know you have stayed long in Abia State. Are you getting me? As an Abia man, I want the people of Abia State to experience the real democratic dividend, to select their leader by themselves. And these moves we are doing will be, this information will be disseminated to these people at the day of our rally. After our presentation,
what's about
series of lectures